So, good morning, everyone. I'm Rohini,
Good morning.
and I'm going to present on the topic fuel electric vehicles.
Correct.
Fueled electric vehicles,
Wait,
fuel
wait, wait.
cell electric.
You have to tell what you are going to talk about. Why did you skip the second slide? Go back. So you have to explain this. What are topic you are going to explain, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please give the outline of the presentation to everybody. So say the topics that I am going to explain
So,
is
the
yeah,
topics which I'm going to explain is fueled electric vehicles and electric
correct,
vehicles using supply lines and electric vehicles which use flywheels or supercapacitors.
correct. So tell
So,
which
fueled
part you are
electric.
going to explain. Tell which part your partner is going to explain.
So, and my partner Preksha will be explaining about solar powered vehicles and vehicles using linear motors and electric vehicles for the future.
Correct. Now you are prepared to give the
So,
presentation. Go to the next slide. Now start explaining. Still there is that presentation formatting issue. So all of you just find these are the things. This is not formatting. Right side. It should be like this. The way it is presented in the left side in one line. Everything is there. It was shown in my slides. You have not checked it. And EVs, it should be capital E, capital V. It should not be capital E, small v. It should be capital E and capital V. That is electric vehicle. Okay, anyway, present.
yes, sir. So, fueled electric vehicles. So, fuel cell electric vehicles they require hydrogen fuel to power an electric motor. So, it is though it can be stored on board, though it is not easy. So, alternative is to make the hydrogen from fuel such as ethanol. So, an example of a fuel cell vehicle is a Honda FCX Clarity. So, here is the basic arrangement for the Honda FCX Clarity and the components necessary to generate electricity. Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. Please proceed.
So, the components required to generate electricity have been dispersed throughout the vehicles, and the vehicle uses a lithium ion battery working in conjunction with the fuel cell. It may also be described as a fuel cell electric battery hybrid. So lithium ion battery it power assists the car is power assisted by a lithium ion battery. And next, zinc air batteries produced by the electric fuel transportation company has been tested in vehicles both in USA and in Europe. Electric fuel transportation vehicle, the mission of this company is to bring about more commercial vehicles,
Correct.
especially
Proceed.
especially the zinc air batteries. That is because the zinc is the anode and the air is the cathode, and by this it becomes several times higher than that of commercial lithium ion batteries. So zinc air batteries are one of the most promising battery in the electric vehicles. And next, buses are very
Correct.
promising early application of fuel cell. That is because hydrogen fuel cell electric buses is powered by hydrogen and oxygen, which are the two most common basic components. And a fuel cell combines with hydrogen and oxygen to produce electricity, heat, and water.
Correct.
By this, it has zero emissions and air quality. That is, fuel cell vehicles have zero emission vehicles. When a hydrogen fuel bus operates, it only emits water. This keeps the environment clean and less global warming, healthy, and quieter neighborhood. And next,
Rohini, I
it
would
is.
like to ask, are you in the next slide or you are in the same slide, fuel DVs?
Sir, in this only, sir, I'm explaining the last line.
Okay, fine.
about the
So I,
buses.
I I thought like your presentation is stuck. Fine, you are explaining the last line. Okay,
Yes, sir.
continue.
And the second point is safety consideration. So hydrogen is safer to use than all the conventional fossil fuels. In case a
Mhm.
leak occurs, lighter than air, hydrogen rises up and disperses rapidly. And one more thing is the gas is non-toxic and safe to breathe. Also, they only fill up at one place. So all these things make the buses a very good application of fuel cells.
Very good.
And next, electric vehicles using supply lines. Both the trolleybus and the tram are well known, and at one time they're widely used as a means of city transport. So trams are the vehicles which run on the rails, like the train, whether on the reserved track or on the streets. And trolleybus are conventional rubber tires which run on the ordinary road surfaces. So both of these were widely used as a means of city transport, and they were cost effective, zero emission from the form of city transport, and that still they are used, and they are still used in some cities. But nowadays they are withdrawn from the services. That is because IC engines came into existence, and cost was uh, taken into more consideration than all the environmental considerations and worries about the greenhouse gases. And when IC engines started polluting the towns and cities, again the um, electric vehicles powered by some supply lines came into existence, and they are making a useful impact on the modern transport, and even it is overlooked by the most of the designers.
What is meant by supply lines? I could not understand.
Yes, sir.
What is meant by supply line? Electric vehicle powered by supply line. What is supply line?
um, Sir, which provides routes.
Routes. What is supply line? Supply, is it electricity supply line?
So yes, with the products which help in this process.
Okay, proceed.
So next, electric vehicles which use flywheels or capacitors. There have been various alternative energy storage devices, including the flywheel and the supercapacitors. So flywheel is a mechanical device specifically designed to use the conservation of angular momentum to efficiently store the rotational energy. And the
Very good.
supercapacitor, which, so
I said very good. Proceed.
and supercapacitors, which are also known as ultra capacitor, they are high capacity capacitors with a capacitance much higher than the other capacitors, but it has a lower voltage limits. So these two devices which have high specific power, that means they can take in and give out energy very quickly.
Correct.
Though they can do this, but still the energy stored in this are very small. That is, they have good power density but have poor energy density. So in a tram, the flywheel is speeded up by a electric motor, and power to achieve this is supplied when the tram rests while picking up passengers at one of its stations. And the tram is driven by the flywheel and the ball gearbox. And when the tram is decelerated by a gearbox to accelerate the flywheel, uh, and hence transfer the kinetic energy of the vehicle to the kinetic energy of the flywheel. So the inventor has proposed fitting both the flywheel and the gearbox to a conventional battery powered car. Uh, the advantage of this is batteries do not take up and give out energy very quickly, whereas the flywheel can do this. And second thing is a reasonably high efficiency of generation, and this will reduce the battery mass. Also, ultra capacitors or supercapacitors, which we call, are also used to store energy. For example, the MAN bus, which uses a diesel engine, the aim of the capacitor is to allow the recovery of kinetic energy when the vehicle slows down, and increase the available power during the acceleration. And thus, the engine or fuel cell will power the vehicle. So an energy stores as capacitors and flywheels can be used in a wide range of hybrids. That is, the energy providers such as a fuel cell, solar power, and ultra capacitors, rechargeable batteries, all these other providers, and any two or more than two, if the are used together, they combine together and form a hybrid.
Correct.
If three or more are combined, they can even give more combination. Thus this proves that there is a plenty of scope in the combination of hybrid. Thank you. Next, my friend Preksha will explain.
Good presentation. So this is a very good presentation she has given. She has taken only 3.5 slides, but every point has been explained from proper understanding. So everybody should do presentation like this. You won't have to talk many things, but whatever thing you are saying, it should come from your understanding. But Rohini, everything is done, but your slides are to be properly done. They are not properly formatted. And last slide was not even having a title. So all slides should have a title. Title style should be same. All slides should be properly formatted. This is a request to all of you. Please do that.
Okay, sir.
Preksha, please present.
Yes.
So first Rohini has to stop presenting. Yeah, this is the one. You do the full screen first.
Good morning, sir. So, solar powered
Preksha, two things. No, you are not ready. You have to make your video visible.
So
You're
it's
not able to view you. It is
now.
turned on.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so you are still not, I am not able to see you, but anyways, you can start presenting,
Good
but you
morning,
are not
sir.
visible. Yeah, good morning.
Now, sir.
It's okay, you present.
Yes, sir. So solar powered vehicles. What is a solar car? Power vehicle is an electric vehicle powered by a type of renewable energy by solar energy obtained from solar panels on the surface, generally on the roof of the vehicle. Solar car depends on the solar array that uses photovoltaic cells to convert sunlight into electricity. Unlike solar thermal energy, which converts solar energy to heat, photovoltaic cells directly convert sunlight into electricity. When sunlight strike PV cells, they excite the electrons and allow them to flow, creating an electric current. So PV cells are made of semiconductor materials such as silicon and alloys of indium, gallium, and nitrogen. Crystalline silicon is most common material used and has efficiency rate of 50 to 20%. Um, so the concept of using solar cells, which can be wrapped on the surface of the car to keep the batteries of the vehicle topped up, is very feasible idea, and cost falls and efficiency increases. Next slide. Rohit. Vehicles using linear motors. So linear motors is an electric motor that has its stator and rotor. It is unrolled, and thus instead of producing a torque, it produces a linear force along its length. However, linear motors are not necessarily straight. Characteristically, a linear motor active section has ends, whereas conventional motors are arranged as a continuous loop. Um, Linear motors are far most common and found in high accuracy engineering applications. It is a thriving field of the applied research and with dedicated scientific conferences and engineering textbooks. So many designs have been put forward for linear motors, falling into two major categories like low acceleration and high acceleration linear motors. Low acceleration linear motors are suitable for Maglev trains and other ground-based transportation applications. And high linear acceleration motors are normally rather shorter and are designed to accelerate an object to a very high speed. For example, Colligan. Next slide. So electric vehicles for future scope. Hybrid vehicles are generally significant reduced emissions, and electric vehicle cars produce none at all, as cars are enable 40% cut of in CO2 emission. Um, so the real impact on the environment, the traditional cars have a negative impact on environment as the result of fuel consumption and consequent emissions of CO2, leading to the air pollution. The emissions are widely accepted as a trigger for global warming, and legalization such as Climate Change Act 2008 has been introduced to bring control to bring under control. Hybrid vehicles generally reduced emissions, and unlike EV cars produce none at all. Um, so the next one is more supportive infrastructure. So 5 years ago, there was a lack of EV charging solutions presented a problem for many businesses. This was an obstacle in regards to entering the electric market. However, today electric car charging stations are readily available with numbers increasing by the month. The next
Correct.
is cost benefits of an electric fleet. As the facts about electric cars have emerged, it has been increasingly obvious that there are considerable cost benefits for businesses switching to an electric fleet. For example, government grants $4,500 are available towards the cost of the standard vehicle, and $500 is available for now installation for a charging point. There is also tax breaks as well on the road saving when it comes to fuel. Driving a EV car as opposed to petrol car is estimated to save uh, $100 per 1,000 miles. Um, so next is a much broader range of options. So we have moved from innovators such as Tesla being the one of the choice for seeking to switch to the green cars to a much broader range of options. Now the number of upcoming electric cars increases by years. A big name manufacturers seek to enter the market. So a few of the new models being released this year alone include BMW i3s and so on. These cars mix the luxurious with everyday. The concept of the car with seven seaters. Uh, so both in terms of purchasing options and cost, charge an electric car. Thank you.
So very correct. So you have so there was no any diagrams or anything in your topic that was given to you.
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, fine then. So it was a good presentation, but still now I have not seen you, Preksha. Okay, now you are kind of visible. So it was a good presentation, but please do all the formatting related corrections before you are uploading it in Google Classroom. So do all the correction and upload your slide to Google Classroom today itself. Thank you. So I now invite Prabhudev and Said Ahmed to please launch their slide and start presentation.